Good morning, Ability Air Conditioning. Isaac Asimov once stated that I do not fear computers, I fear the lack of them. We are the Millennium Tech Consultants, and trustworthy service through millenniums is the way to go. We would like to take questions and everything after our presentation, but for right now, I'd like to introduce the members of our team. We have Nathan Grumsky, who is our IT specialist, Maggie Karkar, our Chief Financial Officer, Catherine Wilcox, our IT specialist, Nikhil Kalimar, who is our Vice President, Tabitha Adams, our President, and Joshua Land, the CEO. Today is a preview of technological innovation, how upgrading technology can improve your business. Improving your business is the best way to go, and the Millennium Tech recommends that technology is the way, because technology is no longer a necessity, it is a way of life. Now, why would you want to go through the old process of storing customers' valuable information in file cabinets when you can use the technology to store everything for you? Or, for instance, pagers. Those are obsolete. Smartphones is the best way to go. Then updating your website. You have a website, it's pretty cool, but there's a lot of things you can do to improve your website. For instance, by adding more advertising on your website or smart apps so your customers can basically get on your website and see all the information, all the products that you have to present for the company. And then the number one thing, implementing cloud infrastructure has changed the world of business today. Cloud infrastructure cuts costs, it combines technological advances where it can improve your business, and most importantly, it saves money. Now, what business wouldn't want to save money? Now, to give you additional information on cloud infrastructure and what the Millennium Tech has to offer you today, I would like to pass it on to Tabitha Adams, our president.
When I met with you on November 1st, we discussed some issues that your business, Ability Air Conditioning, is currently facing. I want to take a few minutes to reiterate those issues and further discuss why they are a problem for your company. The two main issues we agree your company is facing are 1, slow growth, and 2, the use of numerous software services. Slow growth is something many small businesses suffer from. Your company suffers from slow growth because of outdated technology, not utilizing technology within your business, not integrating social media within your business, and also your lack of advertising. By not incorporating sufficient and efficient technology within your business, you become less competitive. According to the Small Business Mobility Report by CDW, 94% of businesses surveyed agreed that their use of mobile devices for work tasks made them more efficient. Respondents also emphasized the necessity of up-to-date technologies to stay competitive. Your company has the potential to be a top competitor in your market. This can be done once your company embraces technology and integrates it as well as social media within your business. Your company's use of numerous software services is not only an issue itself, but is also another contributing factor to your company's slow growth. With the use of numerous software services, you are creating unnecessary expenses for yourself. It's time to cut costs and make Ability the #1 competitor in the market, and Millennium Tech can show you how. I'm now going to turn it over to one of our IT specialists, Nathan, who is going to discuss ways to address your slow growth issue.
Good morning. Today I would like to talk to you about different areas covering addressing slow growth. First off, smartphones, Facebook, your mobile application, and your website. When it comes to your company, y'all's use of pagers and flip phones is outdated. There's a lack of communication applications, you aren't able to group text, and it's inefficient ways of communication. iPhones and smartphones are growing throughout the days. They're up to date. You are able to group text. What I mean by group text, if you aren't sure what group texting is, that's a way of your company and your employees to communicate to each other, not individually, but together. You are able to send a message to each other, to the whole group, instead of sending individual messages. For instance, you have to send somebody a message to the pager, and then they have to go to their flip phone, which is inefficient in a way of communicating back and forth to each other. Social media applications, by using smartphones such as an iPhone, you're able to view your website, your Facebook, and your mobile app on your iPhone yourself. So if a customer comes into your company and there's an error of viewing and seeing the way your mobile app works, or your Facebook or your website, and they can't really see it from their smartphone because of their technical error, how are you going to know if your company itself does not even use smartphones? Technology is growing and continues to grow and becomes every minute of our lives. With this smartphone, you will be able to email, use internet, and use all of your apps. Email and internet are other ways to communicate, to advertise to each other, advertise to your employees, to reach out to your customers, and to connect to each other. Facebook. Facebook is a great way to advertise. Majority of people, your consumers, are on Facebook. Your customers use Facebook. It's a great way and a cheap way to update, to reach out to your customers, to use promotions and advertise discounts. Most companies use Facebook, and if you aren't using Facebook and one of your customers goes to your Facebook website and they have you haven't even updated your Facebook in 2 weeks, that's not appealing to them. Most companies do use Facebook, and when you're not competing with them, and that makes you all look below your competitors. Advertisement. It's a great way to advertise. You can have apps on Facebook that will link you to your website, and your mobile app will connect to each other, so it's all unity, comes into one. And most often, if you need to go to your iPhone because it's accessible from your iPhone, you can reach Facebook from your iPhone. With your pagers and smartphones, you aren't able to connect to Facebook, and that's not okay, because when your customers are have their smartphones and you aren't on the same path, it kind of shows that your customers that you don't care, or you aren't up to date with technology. Mobile application and website. Your smartphone is able to access both of these. It's available. You are able to access your website, your Facebook, and you can link them all to one. If one customer wants to be on their Facebook or their website, they can click to the mobile app and to go to both of these. You can have links that will keep your company able to have your customers connect to each other and utilize both for advertisement and communication. You can reach out to your customers, like I said, through all three of these, through social media, not just necessarily Facebook, but y'all's Facebook page needs to be updated and improved. Your mobile app, yes, it's there, but is it efficient, and is it a way to attract your customers? Not really. It's simple and it's boring, and there are ways to catch your customers' attention and make it more appealing. And same for your website. You can link all three of these together and make it more efficient. Now I'd like to pass it to our other IT specialist, Catherine Wilcox.
Thanks, Nathan. The second issue we are going to address today is the expense of multiple software systems. We know that your responsibility as a company is to provide your employees with the right hardware and software they need to do their jobs. Not only do you have to buy computers for each of your employees, but you also have to purchase the software or the software license for those computers, which can be very expensive. Also, as you continue to grow your company, you will have to purchase more software license to accommodate that growth. Instead of going through the hassle of buying expensive software, we recommend that you use one application to access all of your business tools you might need, and this application is called cloud computing. Cloud computing is the use of the internet to access hardware, software, and other resources that are provided on demand in order to perform work and other business processes. Cloud computing is a better way to run your business because instead of running the software yourself, you run them on a shared data center. All you have to do is just plug your computer into the internet to access the cloud. This makes getting your business tools more efficient and cost less. Cloud computing systems reduce the need for advanced hardware. You don't have to worry about buying the fastest computer with the most memory because the cloud system takes care of those needs for you. Instead, you can use your computers that you currently have and the internet access that you already have to connect to the cloud system. This would eliminate the need for servers, storage, or a technical team to monitor those servers, and also it would eliminate the expenses of upgrades. There are several different types of cloud computing, and we here at Millennium Tech Consulting would like to recommend for your company to implement an infrastructure as a service. This is a type of cloud computing that gives you the capability to use provision, processing, storage, networks, and other fundamentals computing resources where you are able to combine and run the necessary softwares in one place. You won't have to manage or control the underlying cloud physical infrastructure, but you will have control over operating systems, storage, and other deploying applications. When you want to use any software on the cloud, you just log in, customize, and start using the software. This will allow you to access any of your software from any location and at any time because your information is not confined to one hard drive. Infrastructure as a service will allow you to save capital resources because the service is billed on a per-use basis, so you only pay for what you use. Now, the main concern with the use of cloud computing is the fear and loss of security and data privacy. I assure you that the providers who have a STAR criteria certification has an appropriate system of security for the type of information that they are providing. A STAR certification is based on achieving Cloud Control Matrix certifications, which consist of 11 control areas within the certification. The certification makes sure that the provider of the cloud service has met the criteria and is secure for the client's use. Now, for more information about the financing or recommendations, I will pass it along to the CFO, Maggie Carhart.
Thank you, Catherine, for the great cloud computing information you have provided us with. With that, I'm going to recommend 3 infrastructure as a service providers. As the market quickly saturates with infrastructure as a service providers, the decision-making process of choosing the right provider evolves as well. I have chosen 3 providers: ProfitBricks, Microsoft Azure, and Rackspace. All 3 providers allow users to rent virtual servers and storage while creating networks to tie them all together. ProfitBricks. Well, why ProfitBricks? ProfitBricks allows you to build the cloud you need, not the cloud your provider is trying to sell. It is faster, more flexible, user-friendly, and reasonable, with free 24/7 customer support, free inbound traffic, and free firewalls. ProfitBricks competes with Amazon on price and customizable trim. As you can see, Amazon charges $111 a month, while ProfitBricks charges $61 a month. That is a 45% increase. Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure has only had infrastructure as a service since June of 2012. They have had an open and flexible cloud platform that enables you to quickly build, deploy, and manage applications. One major advantage is that they have no penalties. They charge $131.90 a month. With that, you get a free 1-month trial and $200 off if you choose them to be your provider. Rackspace. Rackspace is a pay-as-you-go pricing. They are flexible with open technologies. Their main advantage is their fanatical expertise. They charge $100 a month, which is their account fee, plus the utility rate for each product you use. Now, you may be contemplating on whether to apply infrastructure as a service to your business. Well, as Tabitha mentioned, Ability Air uses 5 different services. They have Peachtree, Carbonate, Norton, Verizon, and Satellite. Based upon numbers provided from Ability Air, y'all spend approximately $20,000 in services a year. Peachtree, $750, Carbonate for $300, Norton, $160, and Verizon for $16,800. Now that I've given you 3 options, we recommend Profit Bricks. They are not only the most reasonable, but the most efficient in price and service. Now to Mikhail, our Vice President, to conclude our presentation.
Thank you. As my colleagues have showed you, implementing this new proposal is the way forward. It's the way forward in helping you update and upgrade the technology. As they have showed you, you are spending a lot currently on your infrastructure and the way you communicate. This new program that we have developed for you is a way to help you be more efficient, up to date, help you cut back on costs, and be more effective. It is a way forward in this new millennium. As the times have changed, so has the business structure. The 20th century thinking in business has become more technologically inclined and depends more on communicating faster and more efficient. It's now time for Ability Air to become #1. Let Millennium Tech help you do this. Through the Profit Bricks infrastructure that we have decided is the best, you believe that this can be most efficient for your company. This incorporated with smartphones and help you communicate better with your clients as well as your employees. We hope our presentation was informative and enjoyable to you as it was to us. We look forward to working with you in the future, and any possible questions you can relate to us. We thank you again for your time. Trust will be serviced through millenniums. This is Millennium Tech. Thank you.